Back now on Triad today, and we always like to have this lovely lady back as many times as we can get her here. Jay Paul, our director, if we can see Chantale Wesley. She's Transportation Demand Manager for PART. And I have to say, before we get into the topic at hand here, I had you on the show, a year or so ago, a couple years ago, and after that you became pregnant. Then I had you on the show again, and now you're pregnant again. I just want to say to your husband, if he's listening, I had nothing to do with this. But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
9 weeks out, right?
9 weeks out, yes.
Oh, we'll think about you. And
Please do.
It's going to be great. Let's talk about the Triad Commute Challenge. For those who have missed some of the segments we've done, in a nutshell, what is it?
Well, that's our biggest push that we do each year. It's a 3-month push hosted by both PART and Triad Air Awareness. And really, we're just out and about trying to get folks to pledge to do something different other than drive alone. So,
how did the one that we completed? How did that compare to the one the year before? Have you got a handle on that?
Oh gosh, yes. We just wrapped up July 10th, so these are just preliminary results. But this has been a record-breaking performance with us for over 4,000 people pledging to take the challenge, and which has really quadrupled over the past 4 years we've done it. So every year it gets better and better.
It's just like, I just started a diet recently, which I needed to do years ago. It's kind of like doing a diet. Once you make that decision to try an alternative kind of transportation and to save energy and all this kind of stuff, you get into that habit, and then you say, hey, this is good. It's neat to ride the PART bus, or it's neat to bicycle, or what? Don't you agree? Yes,
bicycling, walking, carpooling, vanpooling, all those options are available to folks.
What kind of folks participated in the thing? I mean, did we have old, young?
It was a mix of all kinds of folks. The majority of those folks were commuters going back and forth to work, as well as college students, getting back and forth to school. It represented really over 300 employers and colleges and universities around our area.
Oh my gosh.
And the biggest thing, Jim, is that all these folks, the majority of them indicated that they previously drove alone. So we really feel like we're reaching the right folks.
Well, that's just amazing, because now we're taking those cars off the road. We're cutting down on pollution, which I know makes you happy.
Oh,
and the
yes.
Folks at Triad Air Awareness that are always, Lorelei's always preaching to us about cutting down on that. What were some of the giveaways and prizes that people came away with? Because you try to make the thing fun. I mean, it's a serious thing. We want to improve the environment and people save money and not buy all this oil from foreign countries and all this. But when you get down to it, it's also fun. What kind of giveaways and prizes?
We did have some incentives. So everyone who took a pledge, we gave them a free tote bag and free bus passes so they could try transit. But then in addition to that, we had some really great prizes, compliments of our sponsors, things like flat screen TVs, PlayStation 3, iPods.
Man.
So really great stuff that people walked away with, and they were really excited.
And it just gets better and better every year.
It does. It really does. It really does.
Now, we've already touched on this because we've talked about environment and everything, but sort of summarize and tell me the benefits of participating in this challenge, because there's a lot of different areas that you benefit in.
Mm-hmm. And that's a great question. I think when you talk about pledges, you can collect pledges all day, but the bottom line is, what are the results? The first thing I'll talk about is just getting vehicles off the road. We reduced vehicle miles traveled by over 2 million miles. Of course, along with that, less wear and tear on your vehicle. You talked about the emissions reductions. And then a big concern for both employers and schools is parking demand. So by getting folks off the road out of their cars is decreased parking demand. But another great story to tell, Jim, is that collectively they saved over $250,000 in fuel alone over the 3 years.
Yeah, I was talking to your boss, our friend Brett McKinney, not long ago. He said, hey, the average person spends like, $5,000 to $6,000 a year just on gasoline. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you've cut back on that, I mean, that for an average family that's struggling now anyway, that's a big deal, seriously. So very quickly, before we run out of time, let me put up some information so you can find out more about the Triad Commute Challenge. You can call 662-0002, but you probably want to go to the website, www.partnc.org. Now, when does the cycle for getting ready for the next one start?
It's annual, so we'll probably start gearing up again come March of next year.
March of next year. But still, get on the PART bus and do all these great things and save money and energy. Good luck with the baby. Keep us posted.
Thank you. We'll do.
We'll be right back.